Welcome back. Here we'll learn how to round off a number by the number of digits or by nearest integer. Let's look at the function int. It returns integer value of a given numerical argument. For example, let's say I have a value as 12.47. In this value, if I use the function as int, it will return the value as 12 because 12 is the integer part in this whole number. Next function is round. It rounds off a number from a specified decimal position. Let's take the same example to understand it better. Here we have a number 12.47 and now I want to round off this number by first position after the decimal point. That is, I want only one digit after decimal. Here, if we use round function, let's first look at its syntax. The syntax has two arguments. One is number, which is 12.47, and another is decimal position. In our case, it is 1. So, before returning output, it will check the immediate digit after the first decimal position. Here it is 7. If the digit is greater than equals to 5, then it increases the specified decimal position by 1. Here, in our case, 7 is greater than or equals to 5, which makes the output as 12.5. Let's take another example. Let's say we have a number as 12.42. Again, we want to round off this number by first position only. So the answer in this case would be 12.4 because the immediate digit after 4 is 2, which is smaller than or equals to 5. Let's look at the functions round up and round down. As we saw that in round function, the value which is after the specified position decides if the value of the number will go up or go down. But in round up function, the value which is after the specified position has no relevance. If we use round up function, the digit at specified position goes up, and similarly if we use round down function, the digit at specified position
remains same.
Let's look at it by taking an example. Let's take the same example of 12.47. If we use the function round up, its value will become 12.5 as expected. But if we take 12.42 and we use the function round up, we'll get 12.5. So here you saw that round up function does not takes into consideration the value after specified position. Now let's take an example for round down also. Let's take a new number this time. So I write it as 15.95. Round down function on this value with the specified position as 1, we will get the output as 15.9. Irrespective of being the value after the specified position, which is greater than or equals to 5, we have got the answer as 15.9 because we have used the round down function. Till now we looked at functions like round, round up, round down, and the characteristics of these functions is they use specific position to round off the number. But the functions like ceiling and floor, they round the number by nearest multipliers. Let's say I have a number 17. I wish to round it off by the nearest multiplier, which I take as 4. Now the ceiling function will give me the answer as 20. Reason being, ceiling function rounds up a number to the nearest multiple which is higher than the number which we have taken. So in here we have taken the number 17, and the next immediate number which is divisible by 4 is 20, and hence we have got the answer as 20. In the same case, if we use the function floor, we would have got the answer as 16 because 16 is the immediate number which is lower than 17 and it is divisible by 4. Let's move to Excel and understand how to perform it. Now we have the Excel sheet. Let's perform the functions one by one. We'll start with int. Let's write the formula as equals to int and we'll take the value as 4.45. As per we have understood, the value that this function should return should be 4. Let's see. And we have got the answer as 4 as expected. Let's move to the next function, which is round. So we'll write equals to round and let's take the value as 4.45. Same. We want to round it off by the first specified position. So let's take it as 1. The answer that this function should return should be 4.5. Reason being, the value which is after the specified position is 5, which is greater than and equals to 5. Let's see what do we get. And here we have got the output as 4.5. Let's move to round up. So if we'll write equals to round up and let's take the value as 4.44 and the first specified position. As we have discussed, the value that this function should return should be 4.5 because the round up function does not take into the consideration the value which is after the specified position. So here we have 4, but this function will not consider it and will return the value as 4.5. Let's see. So we have got 4.5. Let's move to the next function, which is round down. And similarly, we'll use the same value as 4.44 so that it becomes easy to understand. And it will be first specified position, and the answer should be 4.4. Moving on to the next function, which is ceiling. Let's use equals to ceiling. Let's take the number as 32 and the multiplier value should be, let's take it as 5. As we have discussed, the ceiling function returns the immediate value which is higher than the number taken, and it should be divisible by the multiplier. So as we know that the nearest number which is higher than 32 and divisible by 5 is 35. Let's see what do we get. And the answer is 35. Let's use floor function with the same argument, and the answer should be 30 because floor function returns the immediate lower number and it should be divisible by the multiplier value. So the number that we should get is 30, and we have got the output as expected. By this we come to an end of this video. In the next video we'll look at conditional sum functions. Thank you.